Welcome to 3 Lanes number 14. This is the second time I'm recording this one, mainly because I didn't like how the first one came out. But yeah, I'm recording this in the garage. It's cold. I'm trying to do my best. This is gonna be a short one. We'll be covering the 24 hour of Le Mans. I'm assuming it's gonna be on the title, right? So you already know what you're getting into. Uh, just disclosure, this one, all the units are gonna be in kilometers. So if you have any issues with units, you better get your calculator out. Another one is that there's a bunch of French names here, and I'm not really great with French. Yeah, I took some French in college, but you know where that goes. I don't remember a lot of that. So here we go. This is 3 Lanes podcast number 14. I hope you enjoy it. We will start with the birth of Le Mans. And I gotta be honest, I like the idea of Le Mans and I've been trying to follow it, but 24 hours of racing with kids, it's hard to follow. I mean, I do my best, but I don't watch it all the time. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not the expert of the subject, but here we go. The 24-hour Le Mans was first held on May 26 and 27 of 1923. This was near the town of Le Mans, obviously in France. Well, not obviously. If you didn't know, then you didn't know. But yes, this is in France. It was created by Georges Durand and Charles Farreau. Oh, and Emile Coquillet, I guess that's how you say his name. And this was to test car durability and promote innovation in automotive technology. The inaugural race had 33 cars in it, and it was around a circuit of 17 kilometers. The winners were André Lagache and René Leonard, and they won in a car that was a Chenard E-Walker. This is an interesting brand because I never heard of it, but they cover 2,209 kilometers at an average speed of 92 kilometers per hour. And I guess this is one of the things that I found that I don't know much about it, but it looks like the race was inspired by automotive pioneers like Amédée Boyer. He built one of the first steam power vehicles in Le Mans in the 19th century. So because there's some connections of uh, vehicles being built in the area, that's why that race kind of like took place. But like you may know, Le Mans is not just about speed. It's about survival. Drivers face really grueling conditions, rain-soaked nights, mechanical failures, and just the exhaustion of racing non-stop. I mean, they do stop, but if you've never seen it, there's teams of three drivers, and the drivers take turns throughout the 24 hours to race. So you don't really get the 8 hours of sleep that you would love, but you sleep in stints of like a couple hours, 4 hours, something like that, depending on the strategy of the team. And depending on the strategy, you need to be on your toes. You can be resting for a little bit, but you never get into that deep sleep. So that's where the exhaustion comes in. Uh, let's see, where were we? The circuit itself, which is the circuit de la Sarthe, I guess, combines public roads and racetrack layout, and it includes the famous Mulsanne Straight. This is where cars exceed 300 kilometers per hour before sharp braking. And in this race specifically, safety has always been a concern. One of the darkest moments came in 1955 when Pierre Levy, his Mercedes crashed into the crowd and he killed over 80 spectators. And I want to highlight this specific moment because the tragedy led to sweeping changes in the motorsport and safety standards worldwide. And I want to highlight it because if we compare Le Mans with F1, Group B, Le Mans and F1, they did have casualties, right? But they were smart enough to learn and change from it. Group B had accumulated casualties, and it's a high price to pay. And that's something that you don't want to happen, especially if it's something like this, right? Like it's entertainment for people. Group B didn't learn from it and let the whole thing shut down their side of the sport, which is not good. Legendary figures and teams. Some of the legendary figures that we have, and one specifically is Mr. Tom Christensen. He's nicknamed Mr. LeMans because he won 9 times between 1997 and 2013, and he still holds the record for most victories at Le Mans. On the manufacturer side, we have one manufacturer that has an unmatched 19 overall wins since their first triumph in 1970, and I don't know if you can guess who that is, but it's Porsche. Yes, Porsche. You guessed it right. Other iconic moments include Ford's dramatic victory over Ferrari in 1966. This has been basically immortalized in Ford versus Ferrari, and some people consider this rivalry like uh, the pinnacle of the Le Mans blend of engineering excellence and fierce competition. If you haven't watched that movie, I recommend it. I recommended it last time on episode 13. I recommend it again today. Next, we have brands and innovation. And Le Mans is a proving ground for car manufacturers. Uh, Car manufacturers tend to showcase cutting edge technology, innovations such as aerodynamics, hybrid engines. They often make it the debut in Le Mans before making their way into consumer vehicles. And winning a Le Mans also is not just about prestige. It boosts the brand's reputation globally, right? And brands like Ferrari, Toyota, Audi, and Porsche have used this race to showcase their technology. Some of the unforgettable events that we have, there's one specifically that I take, and it's the in 1967, Dan Gurney celebrated Ford's victory by spraying champagne over everybody, and that's a tradition that continues today, right? I think I'm pretty sure everybody does it now, but if the most popular one, if you watch Formula One, you know the three people on at the podium, they always spray champagne after every race. So that's the most popular one. Indy does it. I think MotoGP or Moto America does it. So it's pretty much everywhere. Another one more recently, it's Ferrari returned to glory when they had back-to-back wins in 2023 and 2024. This happened after decades of them being absent from top-tier competition. We can conclude that Le Mans it's a testament of human ingenuity, endurance, and passion for motorsports and its speed, pretty much. It started with very humble beginnings, and it's now become one of the crown jewels of motorsports. And it continues to inspire generations and racers, fans, everybody. Uh, yeah, this has been the history of Le Mans. Again, I told you this was going to be a short one. With school, family, and work, getting extended episodes with a lot of information, it's kind of tough. I used to do the write ups also for the blog, but those have taken a little pause, mainly because of lack of time. I've gotten pretty busy. Mainly, school is just adding a bunch of work. But I appreciate your time. Thank you for stopping by. If you have any comments, questions, you can leave them on the comments on the podcast. You can contact me at 3D Lanes on Instagram, Threads, X. You can leave a message on the website also if you need to. Yeah, this has been 3 Lanes number 14. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate your time. I am Danny Lanes. Bye.